If you need to draw a circle, by all means do that. If that helps you understand the problem, you can absolutely draw one. The area of a circle is 78.5 centimeters squared. What is its radius? So for this one, we are just working with radius and area. So we know that the area is 78.5 square centimeters, and they want us to find the radius. We do not have to do diameter and circumference here. So the formula that I need is the area formula. Area is pi r squared. Area is 78.5. Pi we will deal with, and r squared we're looking for r. So here I'm going to divide both sides by pi, and that will take it away from that r. So I'm left with r squared equals 78.5 divided by pi. So 78.5 divided by 3.14 is 25. But that is r squared. I need to take the square root of both sides. So r is plus or minus 5. And in this case, it would have to be the positive value of 5. So radius is 5 centimeters. And I do not have to worry about diameter or circumference. Diameter is easy to find. That would be 10 centimeters. But circumference, I won't put you through that. You know the formula if you needed to find it. And just as a reminder of what we're looking for here, what they told me is that the area of this circle, the whole circle, the inside of that circle, so let me color it for you. This is area. Area is square units. You're looking for the number of square units it would take to cover this surface. This could easily be a logo on a t-shirt. It's centimeters, so it's something small, or maybe the logo on a box or something of that nature. And they asked us to find radius. So we want to know from that center point to the edge of the circle what that distance is. And we found it to be 5 centimeters. Okay, a circular track has a radius of 50 meters. What is its circumference? So we want to know the distance around the track. So if we're looking at this in a model, we would have the circle itself. They tell us that the radius is 50. So this is 50 meters. And they're asking us to find circumference. They want us to find this distance in terms of meters. And I didn't do a very good job there, did I? I don't have on my good glasses, and I can't really see. Okay, that's close enough. So the formula we want is circumference, and circumference is 2 times pi times r. So circumference is 2 times pi times 50, and 2 50s give me 100, and then we will substitute pi. So 100 times 3.14, and that is approximately 314 meters around this circle. And those are the only two that we have to find. We can easily find diameter just by doubling the radius. And I think that's good practice. I would always find radius and diameter. but we don't have to do area on this one. On this one, we have a pizza with a diameter of 12 inches. So let's draw this one in. I think I'm going to color this one and then copy it so I don't have to keep coloring. I don't mind it, but I'm sure you would rather not have to sit and watch that. So let's see what we can do here. I'll make a copy of this. So if you're looking at a pizza, the area is going to be measuring the amount of dough, the crust, and the toppings and all that stuff. But it's going to be the crust specifically that we're looking at. So let me just take a copy of that, and we won't have to do that again. All right, the diameter of this particular pizza is, I'm going to go this way this time, just so you can see that it works. This is 12 inches. That's through the center of the pizza. So I guess this would be a medium. I'm not sure what the dimensions are of those. And we're looking for the area of the pizza, and we know the diameter. So we know that D is 12. And so half of that would be 6. And we want to know the area. So pi r squared. So pi times 6 squared. And so that's going to be pi times 36. So the area is approximately 3.14 times 36. And I'm getting my calculator. I'm getting 113.04. So you get about 113 square inches of crust. I like this problem. You do not have to find circumference on this one. On the next one, however, we do. So we have the circumference of a circle. That is this dimension. Ooh, that's too big. Sorry. Let's go around this circle. And they tell us that circumference is, not approximately, they're saying that it is 62.8 centimeters. And they want us to find the radius. So they want us to find this measurement. So the formula is C equals 2 pi r. We know that C is 62.8. We know 2, we know pi, and we're looking for r. So I'm going to divide by 2 pi because that's what I want to get rid of on that side. In other words, I want to be left with r. And then when I do this, and I'm not sure if it's approximate, let me do it and then we'll know. So I have 62.8 divided by 2, and I'm going to use parentheses there, times 3.14, close parentheses, equals, and this is not an approximation, it's actually 10 centimeters. So you are working backwards to find that radius, and then you can easily tell your diameter once you know your radius. A circular swimming pool has a radius of 25 feet. So I'm going to do a weird one this time. I'm going to go from this angle. Well, I thought I was. I guess I'm not. Let's do it this way. I'm just trying to move radius around so that you can see that it can be anywhere. Still works. So 25 feet. And we want to know its area. We want to know how much surface is covered by water. So radius is 25. That would give us a diameter of 50. And we are looking for area, which I know will be square feet when I find it. So area is pi times the radius squared. Pi times 50 squared, not times 2. So pi is going to be 50, pi is 314, but 50 times 50 is your radius squared. And then when you multiply that times pi, what am I doing wrong here? I bet you caught my mistake. I was thinking this is an enormous swimming pool. Sorry. It's late for me. I'm jet lagged. Do you see my mistake? Right there. I use diameter instead of radius. Always use your common sense. 2,500 feet is a lot of feet. That's a big old swimming pool. So how about we use 25 there and then square that? I believe it's 625, yes. Sorry about that. So area is approximately 3.14 times 625, or 1,962 and a half square feet. This is still a pretty big pool, but that is much better. If it doesn't look right or feel right, it probably isn't. Always trust your gut. If something doesn't look right, you're probably right.